Hi guys, my name's Ben. I'm the lead educator at Lumenswap and the founder of Bullring Crypto. It's great to be back with you. Had a week off climbing some mountains, having some fun. So it's now time to get busy. First thing I want to do in this new series of videos that I'm going to release is just to really clarify the rewards. I monitor the social channels every day and the same questions keep coming up and up. What we need to do is have a video resource that we can point people to so they fully understand exactly what they can qualify for, how easy that is, and some of the pitfalls. So that's what this video is there for. So I'm going to read you the rewards that you can qualify for if you are a Lumenswap community member. The first one of these rewards is the 10,001 hodler's reward. Now, the reason I say it's the 10,001 hodler's reward is if we have a look at the reward first of all, we will see that there are some key words. So I'm going to read it to you. It's number one, rewards for LSP holders. We've allocated 25% of our assets to rewarding LSP asset holders, which is known as staking. The Lumenswap team will take a snapshot of all LSP owners on a random day of each month, and it will distribute about 2 million LSP based on the number of assets they had at the time. So when we have a look at that, what are the key words? Well, it's going to be a random day of each month, yeah, and they're going to be about here 2 million. The reason it's about is if it's 2 million over the space of 1 year, that's 24 million. Over the space of 10 years, that is 240 million as a percentage against the 1 billion total supply, total fixed supply of LSP tokens is actually 24% and not 25. So when it says about here, this is another keyword, it will be slightly higher than that as the months progress, just so it pulls in on this 25, in case that makes sense to you. Now that we've read this, there are two key notes that we need to understand. The reason most of you will fully understand this, but the reason that bold is used is to catch our attention. Yeah, so we've used bold here to catch your attention because you must take note of this. Yeah, you must own more than 10,000 LSP in order to be qualified for this reward. Here we go, keywords. More than 10,000 LSP. I'll circle it a few times so you see that yellow thing on the video, going round and round. You must own more than. So you need to have, in an ideal world, I would just say to you 10,001 tokens is absolutely perfect. Anything more than that, great. You're going to be getting a percentage return each month. Yeah, so it's going to be more tokens you're actually going to receive based on the amount of tokens that you have. So the more tokens that you hodl, the more tokens you will receive in a linear format based on a static percentage of that month. And the second note that we need to pay attention to here, guys, is this program will continue for 10 years. Yeah, so this is going to be going on. If you've got 10,001 tokens and you lock them up from this month going forward, if the snapshot hasn't been taken in September, you'll get 119 rewards. Done. Yeah, 119 rewards for over the next 9 years and 11 months. Okay, so that's easy to understand. Of course, if the snapshot has been taken in September, you will get 118 because you won't qualify until next month being October. The second of these rewards, that was reward number one. The second one of these is the one for traders. There is no correlation between the two. You do not have to be in one to be in another. It's another question that keeps coming up very, very often. You do not need to be a hodler to qualify for the trading. It's a separate entity, very much like investing and trading is separate. These rewards are centered at the two different parties that partake in these activities. So we've allocated 15% of our assets for LSP traders to encourage LSP traders and incentivize LSP trading. Now, this is obviously from the dev side, from the business side. It's not a philosophy I agree with. And the reason for this is it's not me being any contentious or anything with regards to the team or their decisions, but it's me saying that I don't need to be incentivized to trade. I look at token prices, I look at the technical analysis, fundamental analysis, depending on whether I'm trading or investing. And if I'm trading, I look at technical analysis indicators and I'll see areas of support and I will trade without being incentivized. I don't need that. It's not something that I feel brings a lot of value to the table specifically. We can get people come in here, wash trade, they're not bringing any value to the community, and they can still be in line for a reward. So I don't really think, for me, it's the best use of a reward system, but I get it that we need both investors and we need, or hodlers and we need traders. So I kind of understand it, and yet I don't necessarily think that it's the best for me. But there are some key things we need to understand here. At the end of each month, the Lumenswap team will record all of the addresses that have traded LSP that month. The LSP pair that you have to trade is right here, either in the swap or the spot. So in this one and this one, yeah, and the pairing that you have to use is XLM, which is the native Stellar token, native Stellar coin, and the LSP token. Yeah, you can either buy or you can sell, so you can switch those around if you want, whichever way you want to go. But it has to be 10,001 because it's more than again. So we come back to the figure. Yeah, it has to be more than. 100 of these traders will be selected at random, 12,500 LSP, a total of 1.25 million LSP will be rewarded each month. Your total number of traded LSP should be more than 10,000, right? So 10,001, as I've said, right, in order for you to be qualified for this reward. Remember, that's a key note as well. The total number should be more than. So if you don't take anything else from this video, it should be the fact that you need to trade. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a single trade. It can be multiple trades, as long as it is 10,001 that you've traded by buy and sell. And here that you are hodling more than. Yeah, more than 10,000 LSP tokens. So that's the key point to take away from this video. And the rest of it is self-explanatory. But there is one last thing to be telling you, and that is there is no note saying that the second reward will continue for 10 years, meaning it could finish that quick. Click of the fingers, that's it. And I think the more that we get points of friction around the trading rewards, people talking about, you know, bots, wash trading, you know, ways that you can cook the books, ways that you can, you know, potentially qualify for this in an underhand, less than harmonious way. The more that we're going to be considering that and thinking, how do we bring an end to this, right? Because it's not working. How do we do something more constructive with this 1.25 million tokens every month? And it just so happens, of course, that we are going to be heading very quickly into automated market makers and that whole plethora of new DeFi tools, features and functionalities. So those tokens could well be used within that sphere rather than this kind of trading reward we have currently. And the wording in the document allows us to do that without any kind of conflict, because we have not got that this program will continue for 10 years. We have no fixed time frame at all for this LSP trader. So enjoy that one, guys. Why that lasts, that may well not last for a prolonged period of time. So if we go across, just to kind of wrap this video up in 10 minutes, if we go across onto the centralized exchanges, you will see here that we have tokens that are in limit orders. We have tokens here on LBank, both in a buy and both in a sell. Yeah, multiples of thousands, over 40,000 tokens there, for example, that are in those orders. We also have ones here on this exchange. Again, you know, you've got more than 10,000 tokens there, and there's two other exchanges. I'm not going to teach you how to suck eggs. There's two other exchanges with token volume there as well, LSP. Those tokens will not qualify for either the hodling or the trading as long as they are here on the centralized exchanges. The centralized exchanges were brought to you to make it easier for you to be aware of and to interact with the LSP token, to get hold of it, yeah, if you've got assets on these exchanges. We need you to be using the swap. We need you to be using Lumenswap.io. Launch the app. Be using the incredible, right, swap feature, spot feature that has been built out for you if you want to be accessing that trading reward. You will not be getting it from using the centralized the 4 centralized exchanges that you can find the LSP token on. So as long as that's clear in your mind, then I'm happy that I've delivered that information for you. Yeah, so you need to get those if you are looking to try and qualify for these incentives, for these rewards that I've mentioned to you, these 2 rewards that are really, really good. You need to be thinking twice about leaving those assets on the centralized exchanges for a prolonged period of time. Okay, finally, these people that are, let's go to the next page. Let's just whiz down this very, very quickly. See if we can't get to the bottom of the 10K hodlers club. Yeah, we're almost there, right? So when we come down here, you'll see that there are some people now at the bottom with 10,001. If we just pull up the next slide, these people here with the 10,001 balance, they fully understand the more than 10,000 LSP that you've got to hodl, right, in their wallets. These people do. Now these people don't. They've got 10,000 and there's about 27 wallets with 10,000 exactly. Those people will be very upset come the end of the month on the 28th when the hodlers rewards are distributed. They will be very upset because they would have missed out, because they haven't actually gone to the documents and they haven't read that fully. Sorry, go back to the thing, the more than. So whether it's your trading, whether it's your hodling, please, right, remember that it's got to be the more than. So 10,001 on both, and you are on the winning side. Anything less than that, you are potentially going to trip yourself up and miss out on some free. I mean, who doesn't want free crypto, right? If you're a backer of the Lumenswap and the LSP token and the Lumenswap project, who doesn't want more free LSP tokens? Of course you do if you've got that amount in your wallet. Lastly, I've run slightly over. Lastly, people are saying that there is a direct correlation between the amount of wallets and the percentage that you're going to be getting every month dropping. That is not true. It's misinformation. It's nothing to do with the amount of wallets that hold more than 10,001 tokens. What it has to do with, it's about the amount, the total volume of tokens held in wallets above 10,001 LSP. So that at the moment is over 900, as you can see here. These ones at the moment would be the qualification line, 923, less the 16 wallets. So we'll look at 917. That 917 number is neither here nor there. It doesn't make any difference. It's great that it's growing, but it's actually the 126 million tokens that are held at the moment at time of recording in wallets, yeah, above 10,000. So we get the 2 million rewards every month, and it gets shared into the 126 million, yeah, tokens, and we get something like upper 1.5s, lower 1.6%. That is the percentage you will then get in terms of tokens. If you've got 10,001 token LSP tokens in your wallet and it runs at 1.6%, you will be getting 160 free tokens at the end of the month. If you have 100,000 tokens, you will get 1,600 if it's 1.6%. Of course, the percentage can vary. Of course, as the more circulating supply comes out, as the rewards, you know, we just saw that we've got the 2 million here, the 1.25 million here, that's 3.25 million. They're getting pumped out, you know, every month, plus marketing tokens and some to the team, advisors, etc. Oh, sorry, not the team, the advisory tokens. So these tokens are going to be coming into circulation, and of course that's going to affect the percentage, because the more of those tokens that are held in the bigger wallets, then the percentage is going to start pulling downwards, because it's all based on the supply, the total supply tokens in those upper above 10,001 against the 2 million. So as you're spreading out the 2 million into more and more of a supply, of course that percentage is going to drop. But we're looking at, with the features and the functionalities, the price appreciation is going to happen. So in terms of dollar value, if you're working on dollar value, then we're looking at the price appreciation over a longer period of time, and you shall see that completely balance out. So even if the percentage drops on a monthly basis, just incrementally down, but we start seeing a price appreciation of the token, your monthly reward in dollar value shouldn't actually be affected. That's the kind of goal for us, is to help with marketing and awareness and education so that people buy into Lumenswap and the LSP token. The more people buy, then we're going to be looking at getting that price to appreciate, and of course then those people that are hodling are going to benefit from that, because the price is going to be going up. So those tokens that they've been earning, as interest for hodling, are going to have more of a value as we move forward. I hope that's kind of clarified that in 15 minutes. It's a lot to take on board, but it's some real key information that you guys need, and I feel absolutely obligated that I've got to be delivering that to you to clear this up so that we can have this as a resource moving forward, and that you can signpost people to this video when you understand it yourself, and that others get it, and that we can move forward as a collective, with a collective understanding, and enjoy all of the stuff that we've got to come. It's going to be a real exciting 11 months. I can't wait to see all of the milestones unfold, and of course the arrival of the AMMs and the DeFi features and functionalities. That's going to be mind-blowing. So yeah, let's work together on this. Let's spread the right information, and let's be positive on the threads, and we're going to have a great few months together. Take care, everyone, and I'll speak to you all soon.